Good afternoon. This is the special broadcast of the coronavirus disease or crisis using the combined forces of TV5 and Signal TV's One News, Radio 5, and 1PH. Also joining us on occasion will be our One News partners from the Philippine Star and Business World. Another employee of the House of Representatives has tested positive for COVID-19. The new case also works at the lower chambers printing service, the very same office that employed the first House staff who died of the virus, according to House officials. The employee last reported for work on March 5 and was admitted to a hospital on March 7. The Metro Manila Council has convened to talk about their specific plans and guidelines for the implementation of the enhanced community quarantine. To give us an update, we have live News 5 correspondent Dale Rivera reporting us from the MMDA office in Guadalupe in Makati. Dale.
And on the first day of the implementation of the enhanced community quarantine, the Metro Manila Council has convened and met with several members of the interagency task force, including Health Secretary Duque, Interior and Local Government Secretary Anyo, and Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez. While the IATF members have already left to attend to another meeting, the Metro Manila Council is still holding their meeting. But we have not seen Pasig Mayor Vico Soto in attendance. But earlier, during an interview with DILG Secretary Anyo, he said that the companies should provide transportation to their employees who will be working as a part of those essential jobs. But he said that the transportation be not sufficient, that's the only time that the government will consider other options. Another thing is that Marikina Mayor already said that they will be pushing through with their testing kits and their laboratories to check on the statuses of PUIs and PUMs. Ed?
Well, Dale, it's interesting that you brought up the case of Pasig Mayor Vico Soto, kasi earlier si Mayor Vico Soto tweeted saying na papayagan pa rin ng Pasig City na bumiyahe yung mga tricycle despite the community quarantine. Anong sabi ni Secretary Anyo rito? Papayagan ba nila to o maghihigpit lalo sila?
Tama ka, Ed. Sinabi nga, tinweet ni Pasig Mayor Vico Soto na papayagan niya yung tricycle. But kanina, sinabi ni DILG Secretary na ipapasuspinde na maging yung mga tricycle. Kumbaga, i-require niya yung mga offices nitong mga workers na mag-provide noong kanilang mga ng transportation para doon. Ang paliwanag ni Secretary Anyo is paano mai-implement yung social distancing kung sa tricycle, dahil medyo maliit nga yung space doon and mas madaling mag-transmit ng virus. Ed?
Pero Del, mukhang naghihigpit lalo itong gobyerno doon sa quarantine, kasi sabi mo nga parang nagbabanta si Secretary Anyo doon sa mga employers na tatanggalan ng business permit yung mga employer kung saan pinapapasok pa rin yung kanyang mga empleyado.
Tama ka, Ed. Sinabi nga ni Secretary Anyo na posibleng maging ganun yung sanction sakaling papasukin pa rin ng mga employers yung mga trabahador na hindi naman wala namang essential functions sa panahon na ini-implement itong enhanced community quarantine. Sinabi na kasi kanina na wala dapat talagang pasok o wala nang papasok sa mga trabaho kung hindi naman ito parte ng mga bangko, ng BPO or ng mga health workers at yung iba pa nilang kinonsider na frontliners dito nga sa pagtatapos para matapos itong problema sa COVID-19.
Okay, Dale, itong...
Ed, ibalikan ko lang, no? Sinabi din kasi ni Secretary Anyo kanina na Sinabi na kanina na wala silang gagawing leeway this time sa enhanced community quarantine dahil nga yun yung naging problem doon sa first implementation ng community quarantine. Kumbaga sinasabi niya na kung magbibigay ng leeway, it will create more problem for them.
Okay. Dil, itong Metro Manila Council is composed of the 16 city mayors and the one town mayor ng Metro Manila, di ba? Meron ba silang assessment na binigay o kung hindi sila si Secretary Anyo, meron ba silang binigay
Yes.
na assessment doon sa pag-implement ng first day ng extended quarantine?
Tinanong natin yan kanina kay Secretary Duque pero kumbaga ongoing pa rin yung naging meeting. Ang naging resolution nung umalis itong mga members ng IATF nagkaroon lang sila ng resolution para i-bring up sa IATF yung mga issue ng implementing guidelines para nga dito sa enhanced community quarantine. Sa ngayon, ang sinabi lang ng Marikina Mayor na inaayos pa rin yung mga questions. Kumbaga, marami silang ina-iron out para sa implementation nito. Maraming tanong yung mga mayor sa DILG at na kailangan iangat naman ng DILG sa IATF. Ed?
Pero Del, meron nung nakausap niyo yung mga member ng IATF, mukha bang sila ba ay happy doon sa pagpapatupad so far ng extended quarantine o mukhang hindi sila ganap na nasisiyan o kontento doon sa implementasyon?
Ed, kanina tinanong natin si Secretary Anyo kung yung tone ba niya ay disappointed na o nagagalit na dahil kumbaga hindi lahat cooperative. But sa tone naman niya kanina is hindi naman sa galit. Nakikita niya is mas okay yung i-implement itong extended community quarantine kesa doon sa naunang general community quarantine para nga daw mas matapos na within 30 days itong problema sa COVID-19.
Tapos tama ba na si Secretary Anyo nangako na sa loob ng 30 araw o yung kabuuan ng quarantine period, mauubos itong virus?
Sinabi niya yung kanina na within 30 days, mawawipe out itong virus. Pero meron siyang call sa mga LGU sa buong Luzon na makikooperate at manguna dito sa ECQ na pinapatupad para nga tuluyan ng matapos o ma-wipe out itong COVID-19. Ed?
Okay, Dale. Pero huling tanong na lang, wala namang pagbabanta si Secretary Anyo dun sa mga member ng NMC o yung mga mayor kung hindi lang ganap na maipatupad ang quarantine sa kanilang mga lugar?
Wala naman siyang binanggit na threat pero inulit lang niya yung call niya to all LGU officials, mayors or governors na manguna dito sa pagpapa-implement lang ng enhanced community quarantine. Ed?
Okay, maraming salamat. That's Dale Rivera reporting to us live from outside the Metro Manila Development Authority office in Guadalupe in Makati. The local government of Cainta, Rizal, will provide food for its residents affected by the enhanced community quarantine. In a Facebook post, Mayor Joniel Keith Nieto said that they will provide food stubs to all barangays. He also said that he targets to feed 6,000 Cainta residents every day for the next 30 days, starting on Thursday. Nieto says that they will prioritize feeding those who are unemployed and those with no sources of food. He, however, pleaded for residents to bring their own utensils and refrain from bringing plastic or disposable plates. The city government of Mandaluyong will provide shuttle services to all health workers and frontliners during the enhanced community quarantine. The city also announced that it is working on giving housing provisions for non-resident government medical staff and personnel. Vice President Lenny Robredo donated personal protective equipment or PPEs to frontline health workers in 15 hospitals and community centers around Metro Manila. Robredo thanked donors for heeding the call of her office to help COVID-19 frontliners after more than 17 million pesos in donations was collected. The United States Embassy has pledged more than 2.7 million US dollars in donations to help the Philippines in responding against COVID-19. The embassy says that the donations from the US would strengthen specimen transport systems and laboratory capacity to accurately and rapidly detect COVID-19 cases. The U.S. assistance would also be used for the protection of health workers and patients, as it would ensure availability and delivery of hygiene products and medical supplies. To give us an idea of how their local government is handling the COVID-19 pandemic, Marikina City Mayor Marcelino Isidoro is joining us over the phone. Mayor, good afternoon and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ed.
Hi, sir. Good to hear from you again. Mayor, how is the situation in your city?
Yung aming 5 case na COVID ay hindi naman nadadagdagan, Ed. At ang maganda rito, may 110 kaming persons under monitoring. Ngayong araw ay meron kaming mga 45 to 50 na persons under monitoring. Matatapos yung kanilang home quarantine because we have started our home quarantine actually earlier than the declaration of the President of a community quarantine. And with this enhanced community quarantine, we are really prohibiting mass gatherings. Similarly, yung movement ng mga tao dito ay restricted na rin talaga. And with regards to this food provision for our constituency, we are now clearly identifying who will be needing this provision because of the displacement from work na nangyari. Ang sinasabi ko dito, kailangan pagtulong-tulungan. Makakaya natin kung ang local government tutulungan ng national in terms of resources kung pagsasamahin ito. At kung yung community tutulong din para sa maibigay yung mga pangangailangan ng mga mawawalan at maapektuhan itong pagtigil ng trabaho. Because as we all know now that only those who are employed with private establishments providing basic necessities and other related food and medicine production are allowed to work. Likewise, pati yung mga nasa BPO at yung mga export-oriented industries natin. All others, tumigil na.
Mayor, the common complaint that we heard most of the day has been that even those who are part of the essential sectors, meaning yung healthcare workers and so on down the line, even they are having problems getting transportation kasi wala naman sila mga kotse. These are the people who normally commute to work.
Nabigla kami. Yung ospital nga namin dito, almost 50% of the staff absent ngayon dahil walang masakyan.
Mayor, that's 50, 60%?
Yeah, 50%. Yung isang department ng isang ospital namin dito, dati 20 nga sila Pero ngayon daw parang 10 na lang ang nag-report sa kanila. Nabigla. Hindi inaasahan na kagabi magde-declare ng enhanced community quarantine. May mga nagtatrabaho sa Marikina galing sa ibang probinsya o galing sa dahil katabi namin ng Rizal Kaya karamihan dito doon ang gagaling. Pero kanina, gumawa kami ng paraan na nagbigay kami ng shuttle service para sa kanila. Pati mga nagtatrabaho sa drugstore namin, nagkaroon din ng problema. Pero kinausap namin yung mga ospital, yung mga drugstore, na sinasabi namin gawing bahagi na ng kanilang benefit sa sa mga empleyado, yung free shuttle service to and from work. Para sa ganun, masigurado lang natin na tuloy-tuloy yung serbisyo ng kanilang mga establishment. Pati bangko nga kanina, Ed, medyo apektado sa amin dahil may 2 bangko na montik nang hindi magbukas dahil nga wala yung teller o walang staff yung bangko. Kaya we needed to really call the bank and talk to their managers and gumawa kami ng arrangement para yung mga ganitong services ay tuloy-tuloy. Ed, I would like to be clarified din sa mga food provision na sinasabi namin dito. Ang sinasabi namin, we have a limited fund, but we are doing everything. And we will not allow our people to starve in the event na talagang kailanganin yung food provision. We will do everything. Maaring hindi na namin kunin to from the source that we have from the government, but we will rally our community to help others. Yung tulungan, Pilipino, kapwa Pilipino, nagtutulungan, di ba? Eh, kung gano'n ang gagawin natin, talagang wala namang magugutom at lahat ay magkakaroon at kung paghahatian lang yung kung ano yung meron tayo sa isa't isa. That's what I'm really stressing earlier. Kanina pa, hindi kaya ng pamahalaan na mag-isa ito. Kundi magagawa lang namin at ma-address itong ating suliranin nito ng sama-sama tayo.
But Mayor, some LGUs may have more difficulty than others in meeting that feeding requirement. Kasi for example, I was talking earlier with the Valenzuela Mayor Rex Gatchalian. Sabi niya, he's looking at 12,000 families to address. I mean, their food situation has to be addressed in the next
Marikina,
month.
we have even bigger number of families. We have around 20 to 25,000 based on our estimation. Logistical talaga challenge talaga para sa lahat ng mayor. At hindi mo bibigyan lang ng provision ng 1 linggo o 2 linggo, isang buwan. Oo. Talagang may stretch ng gusto yung budget mo. Kaya nga inaasahan na ina-expect namin mga mayors talagang mauubos. Pero pag naubos, dapat narin yung national government to fill in the gap. O kaya kung hindi man, talagang yung komunidad magtutulong-tulong.
Mayor, one last question po. Kamusta po yung volume ng tao sa inyong syudad? Malaki pa ang binaba? Kasi coming to work kanina, ang dami kong, of course I live down south, no? Pero ang dami ko pa nakikita kanina ng tao dun sa kalsada. Kayo po, what do you see in your side of the
Kami,
metro?
sa loob ng Marikina ay konti na at hindi na marami yung nasa labas. Makikita mo mga ilang private vehicles. Marami kanina umaga hanggang kaninang tanghali, mga nasa palengke in preparation for their home quarantine. Namimili ng mga basic necessities nila, yung mga kailangan nila.
Baka nabigla rin kagabi.
Oo, nabigla kagabi. Kaya kaninang umaga nag-react sila. Maraming pila doon sa mga bangko, ATM nakita ko.
Nabigla rin sa cash.
Nabigla rin. Siyempre, iniisip na dapat may cash sila, baka bangko magsara. Dapat hindi. Dito napansin ko rin sa mga drugstore marami rin yung mga may mga pangangailangan sa gamot. At napansin ko rin kanina may isang pawn shop o 2 pawn shop akong nadaanan, yung mga pinagsasanlaan, mahaba rin ang pila. Siguro ito na yung mga kababayan nating daily wage earner, walang pera.
Naghahanda.
Nagsasanla sila.
Baka Mayor, kumuha ng remittance. Baka natatakot ba magsara?
Oo, yan. May yung mga remittance bukas. Nakita ko sa pawn shop yung nakasulat sa labas nung pinipilahan nila. Pero baka nga remittance yung kinukuha nila.
Kasi di ba may pera pa talaga yung mga yan eh.
Oo.
Well, Mayor, good luck po sa inyo. We're hoping for the best for everybody, but we're of course preparing for the worst.
Tulong-tulong lang talaga at sama-sama tayo rito. At ito lang, social distancing, saka yung ganitong yung hindi, walang big assembly o mass assembly. Kaya makakatulong talaga ito para maiwasan yung transmission. Ang attack rate at ang reproduction rate, 1:3 Ang bigat. Isang tao pwede makahawa ng 3.
Opo. Well, Marcy,
salamat.
Mayor Marcy Chodoro, maraming salamat po for joining us.
Salamat.
And that's the latest on the enhanced and expanded community quarantine in Luzon. For more updates, follow News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. I'm Ed Lingao, VR1 News.